My name's Jason Abraham. I'm 36 years old. I grew up right outside of Philadelphia. Fell in love with skiing pretty early on in life. Almost immediately after graduating University of Vermont, decided that Squaw Valley was the place for me.
You know, I was like a kid in a candy store when I got out here.
I was kind of living the ski bum lifestyle, really going hard, super passionate about getting first chair, looking for those aggressive lines. I was definitely taking risks. And
if I were to make it as a skier, like it wouldn't last forever, you know, so I was like, I'm gonna start shooting photos of skiing and snowboarding and action sports, and we were living a pretty awesome Tahoe life, you know.
Avro and I met about 10 years ago.
Good job.
Kind of knew that there was something there from the minute I saw him. So, and it just sort of developed there, and we've been together ever since.
I got a call from my wife. She told me that we were having a baby. After Ebbet was born, I quickly decided that taking chances and skiing aggressively in the mountains was something that was going to become a thing of the past. I think it's important for people to understand that the fall that I took really could have happened to anyone. You know, I hooked up with Rob and Scott Gaffney, and we decided to hike up the Palisades, and I made about 5 or 6 GS turns.
I just freak caught an edge, just sort of started to tumble, and I tried to like roll it out, and I guess I just must have hit my neck on like the back of like an ice bump or something like that. When I came to, I just knew immediately, like I couldn't feel my legs. I wasn't in like terrible pain, but I couldn't move, you know, I was just laying on my back. I knew something was wrong, you know, I knew something was really wrong. Immediately thought about my son and just, you know, I don't know, just not being able to go skiing with him and teach him a lot of things that I had anticipated teaching him, you know.
And when I went in, you know, he was in shock and shaking, and he said, I can't, you know, I'm sorry, I can't feel anything, I'm scared. So I immediately knew that I needed to keep my strength and assure him that it was going to be okay and that we would get through this together.
We decided to go to Craig Hospital because it's the best spinal cord injury rehab centers in the country. To be honest, when I was in Craig, I was an absolute mess. Eventually that subsided. The main thing that I learned in Craig Hospital was how to deal with being in a wheelchair.
So my wife has just been like a stone of support. She's probably the strongest woman I've ever encountered.
Taking those values and that oath that you made towards someone is really important, because it's not always going to be the perfect life that you envision.
From day one, it's just been like, you're gonna get better, like we're gonna get through this. I'm paralyzed from my chest down. I don't have trunk muscles. My left arm is, you know, it's pretty strong. I have like my tricep and quadriceps and biceps, but my fingers don't work very well in either hand, and my right arm doesn't have much tricep muscle. So just like the everyday little things that go into your daily life. For me, like getting dressed, going to the bathroom, bathing, eating, preparing food, like all those things, just like they're hard. Most of our home is upstairs, so we had to put a boat lift up to the house, and the boat lift takes us up to the deck, so I'll be able to get in and out of my house independently. I have like a roll-in shower now, so I can bathe.
We got a super sweet Sprinter van 4x4. We made modifications. Driving's afforded me independence. It's made me stronger, and it's really the only time that I feel normal. You know, you can look at somebody in a wheelchair and say, oh, it sucks, they can't walk, but there's so many other things.
It's changed everything about our life, but it's a lot of positives have come out of it, and I think if you just look at what the positives are instead of the negatives, it kind of keeps you going. But I won't say that it's been easy. It's been very challenging.
You know, as time's gone by, like, you know, I don't have a choice. I have like an amazingly beautiful wife, and I have this beautiful son that you know, and the two of them just like mean the world to me. So it's more just about them. If I can do anything to just like see my child grow up, and hopefully see my wife succeed. And I'm just like incredibly grateful. The outpour of like love and support from family, friends, like people I don't even know have like donated money or offered to help. To all the people, this community, my family friends, I honestly, without their support, without their love, without their like incredibly generous donations, I really don't know where we'd be.
We feel so fortunate to come home to a community that understands this injury. You know, having High Fives in place is huge. We're so lucky to have a foundation already established that has an understanding for the struggles we've been through.
Mentally, when I go into High Fives, it's just like I kind of forget about being injured because those guys are just like fun and funny, and we joke around, and just hanging out with the whole staff there is just it keeps me sane, I think. You know, I'm not a quitter. Like, I've been trying to move on with my life since I got out of the hospital from day one. To try and start figuring out how I'm gonna be able to live in a wheelchair. Ultimately, my goal is to walk again. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I'm not ever gonna quit.
Our hope is that scientific research comes through that can fix this injury, because it's debilitating and demoralizing and difficult, and if it doesn't fix me or fix the person before me, hopefully it will fix the next person with a spinal cord injury.
I'm thankful for everybody who's helped my dad and skiing and all this other stuff.